أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Arnold Al-Mahdi.
And my name is Veronica Al-Mahdi.
We are very happy to welcome you in this second episode of this meditation show. And today we will spend a little time speaking about one topic that we have chosen, and today is silence.
Yes, we want to talk about silence and the misconception that there is about silence. When we talk about silence in meditation and in life, it doesn't mean that while you're meditating, there's no thoughts, there are no emotions, that nothing is going on and you have to just resist and no thoughts should be there. The idea of silence is more the comparison of the skies and the clouds and the sun. Meaning like the sky is the background to everything that is going on. So this would be the silence. And then because this silence exists in all of us, everything else exists in it, meaning the clouds, the sun, the stars. But this silence is really untouched. So what we consider silence is not this struggle, because the nature of life is this dynamic, right? It's like this comparison that we're going to see in a video, but this comparison also about the ocean and how we can find it still and how we can find it one day completely crazy and one day it's very soft. And life has these characteristics, but what we have to see and what we are pointing to when we talk about silence and meditation is to be aware of the space where all of this is happening, and that's the silence that we want to what we point at and that we want to experience. So during our daily life, we can, no matter what is going on, be always in this space of the perceiver and not so much in the space of the one who is entangled with all these thoughts and all these emotions.
One of the things that I think people often seek in life is a mind that's completely quiet, a peaceful mind. And I often think that's a bit like going down to the beach and, you sit there and you look out at the ocean. And some days it is completely still. A beautiful thing. But to expect it to be like that all the time is just completely unrealistic. It's not nature. It's not the nature of the mind either. Some days we'll see that very still, calm ocean. Other days, the waves, they're kind of fun, they're playful, they're enjoyable. Other days, the sea looks a bit angry. But if we can kind of learn to just observe it, then I think, we start to understand.
Yes, the important point, and we will see how in the practice we can experience it. How to have this switch, because really it's a switch of attention between what we are used to perceive and to make this switch from the object of perception to the space in which everything is appearing. But we'll see this in practice more, you will understand. Other thing about silence that we can share is like inner silence doesn't equal external silence. And truly, maybe you had also this experience that you can be in a very, very noisy place, but inside is quiet, is still, and it is silent. We can feel this silence, and can be the complete opposite. In a very silent place outwardly, inside is full of noise, meaning emotion, frustration, thoughts, judgment, all of these things. So there is these two phases of silence. And I will say that external silence helps, at least at the beginning, to meditate, because there is less distraction for the attention to go out with noises, with colors, with so much things. So yes, find a nice place when you will not be disturbed for this meditation. Close your door. If you can also turn off your phone, it's very precious to give to you this time. It's not so long, so you just put on silent, not that rich, so you cannot stop the meditation and take it. And you just give to you this moment of external silence, also the most as much as condition that helps you to find and recognize this inner silence.
We can say that we're like antennas, and there is a lot going on globally in the world, that there is a lot of information going on, and like a radio. And at the same time, inside of us, we have this radio going on. And when we make space for this silence, somehow we experience more what we call this God presence, meaning that we drop the importance that our conditioning has and the importance that we give it by our attention, and we draw our attention to this space where there is silence, which is not a dead silence, it's much, much alive. And through this experience, we can also reach out to deeper information about ourselves and everything around us. So there is this comparison also between the dropping of our conditioning and our mind chatter and the world chatter, and this unity with this alive silence where there is a lot going on, and there is a lot of revelations and insight that happen inside, and it's only by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this comparison between silence and the God presence, I also wanted to address somehow.
Yes, so why it is silence, why we speak about silence, why it is important, is like this silence really bring space and freedom inside. It brings some ease also towards our daily life. And also, if we want to improve, at least it's one way to improve our relationship to God, is like if we look for answers, if we look for God to speak to us, to inspire us, how can we really listen to Him if we are always busy with our own selfish life, our worries, our stress, and thinking about us and the others and what we should and what we shouldn't? And this is so much obstacles. And so to create this space, to know, to learn how to recognize this space and silence inside, and to give pockets like this in the day or more and more big, it will also allow more inspiration, insight, and another look, another attitude towards life, others, but also towards yourself. So this is why silence is essential actually in our life, and we speak so few in the media or even in school or wherever. We never speak really about silence, but it's so important. So we are happy today to offer this space to speak about that also.
Through our beliefs, we recreate the reality that we live in. So when we give to ourselves this small moment of silence, whether it is during the meditation or during the day, 5 minutes or 2 minutes or even 1 minute, we're cooking, we stop 1 minute and we go back to what we were doing. This really, really helps for our reality to change. Somehow we give opportunity to our beliefs to loose up. And by beliefs, I mean our conditioning, the things that we have been brought up. And today we have a meditation regarding silence, more like aiming towards silence, that Arno is going to bring to us. So I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful. So let's jump in and let's go into the practice and the experience. So again, our aim here is to offer to ourselves a space where we can be gentle to ourselves and discover another reality out of the busy mind. Just before starting, just to insist again that any expectation too tight, or it should be like this, or if you don't find this silence today, or if you don't feel it, it doesn't mean anything. It's just like go on practicing and just try to drop any expectation. It really helps. Be fresh, open. And one day I heard a very beautiful advice, so I will share it with you. I was participating to a meditation. I felt a bit closed. My body was a bit tight. My mind was busy, and I feel. The teacher asked me, "How do you feel?" I said, "I feel a bit closed." And he said, "Can you be open to your closeness?" And this opened really me something inside myself. It means we don't need to change ourselves, transform with force, but more to bring this openness, this acceptance. So let's start. We invite you to close your eyes right now. And you can take a deep breath in and out. And you will repeat that 3 times. And every time you will bring in the air, bring relaxation, space. And when you will exhale every tension, every worries of the day, so you can be more open to what we will experience today. So here we are, seated. We have found a comfortable place on a chair, on the ground, laying down or seated in a place where we can be aware and available for approximately 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And just find a place where you will not fall asleep, and also a place where you don't have a pain in your back or something like this, so you are not distracted. And right now, the first thing that we will do is to bring our attention inside. We drop any attention given to the outside, to noises, to the room that we are in, to any thoughts, past and future, and we bring back our attention inside the body, and we look for the sensation of the body. Just notice and witness. This is the only task that you have. And notice all the sensation that appears in your body. From the top of your head to your toes. If you want to stay a little bit more with one part of your body, stay with it. You can also have a journey inside your body, going from one part of your body to another. And you just witness what it is happening right now here inside your body, as it is. You don't need to find a reason for any sensation. You don't have to make it disappear or transform. For now, just observe. How is it? And be gentle with yourself. whatever state you are in, it is okay. And you will also observe that it will pass. And for now, just pay attention to the sensation of your body. Any movement, it can be energy moving, it can be the feet and the contact between the feet and the ground, the movement of your breath. Just pay attention to that for a while and don't engage with any comment that the mind will do. This is the first important part of meditation, just landing here and now, and dropping our day, past and future. You just land here in your room, on your chair, on the ground. You are here. And from here, now we will open our awareness. Keep your eyes closed, and you open your awareness to any sounds, any noises that appear around you. It can be close sound or very far. Try to find all the noises and sounds that are here now and that you can perceive. From the sound of your breath to the far noise of the streets, just discover the sounds that appear in your awareness. You may have sounds that are agreeable and other ones that you dislike. Here again, our only task is to observe. And any comment, judgment, like and dislike, which is completely normal and natural, we just disregard them, we ignore them. And we come back to sounds and noises and the perception of them. You have nothing to get from them. Just as a child, perceive and discover all the sounds as if it was for the first time. So you may notice that there is sounds with different lengths, short one, long one. Some may be continuous. They appear and disappear. In between them, there is silence. Before them and after them, you can also feel the silence. But more true than that is that every sound appear in the silence. And the silence is never really covered. It's always underlying, always present. Feel this. Feel the space in which the sound appear. It's a different focus. It's a more open focus, more passive. If there was a tremendous, loud, continuous sound, most of the sound and noises you couldn't hear them. It is because there is a silence that you can hear and that the noises can appear and disappear. As we say previously, silence is really much like the sky. And if there is rain or sunshine, a lot of clouds or little clouds, gray, black clouds, it doesn't matter for the sky stays the sky. Everything that appears in it doesn't touch it. And thanks to its existence, everything can exist. And you can play with this attention, to give attention to the noises and then like stepping back and feeling the space in which they are appearing. And inside our head, it is pretty much the same. The noise of the head are thoughts, feelings that can be intense or almost silent. And if we follow them, like anxious thinking, stress, worries, anger and all the reason justifying our anger, or sadness, we will feel like this, we'll feel busy, noisy and concerned and heavy, closed. So whatever it is inside of you right now, that may be thoughts or any feeling, consider them like sounds and noises. And look at them. You don't need to follow them, you just observe them. Don't be the slave of them. You are the one who have the power to give attention or not to this noise and sound. They will invite you to come, but you have the power to do it or not. You have the power to not react, but to witness your reaction. To not judge, but to witness your judgment. And paying attention to the silence in which they appear, that helps a lot. Because the attention has switched from the object of perception to what perceive, to the space in which it is perceived. It is subtle, but it is a great step towards freedom, inner freedom. And if you get confused or a bit too busy, come back to the basic. You just observe the sensation of your body or the sounds that you can hear outwardly. Like this, your awareness open again. And then again, switching your attention to the space, the silence. Play with it. Train yourself. Come back now to the movement of your breath. Witness the sensation of it. You are here, now. And breathing is happening naturally, effortlessly. And to end this meditation today, we'll take 3 deep breaths. And as usual, we bring in goodness and light and relaxation, and we exhale all the stress and negative energy or thoughts. With your own rhythm, do it. And following your own rhythm, when you feel like, you can open your eyes gently. Just observe your surrounding. And we'll try to finish together like this. Observing all the different objects that are here inside your room, one after another. Just take notice of them. And then we'll apply what we have applied inside and with the noise, with the visual. Try now, if it makes sense to you, to feel, to see the space in which all the objects that you can perceive, they appear. Feel this space. Sense this space. In which you exist, in which your house exists, the chair, the TV, the computer. Be aware of this space. And with this awareness, go inside your day, and we wish it beautiful and peaceful. And we hope to see you in our next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.